Hello, my name is Alan Watanabe. I'm the CEO of Pipeline Security. We are a business located in Tokyo, Japan. We help to protect businesses with real-time data. We also work on threat detection and prevention, as well as continuous monitoring and providing security analytics to businesses in Asia Pacific. Mr. Valens, it's a pleasure to connect with you today.
Hello, Alan. Yes, nice to see you in this conversation. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. It's been some time that we've been talking about this, and it's great to have you aboard and to have this opportunity to speak with you. And so today, I think that what we wanted to talk about was basically to get the word out that Citra is a pioneer and leading in this space around security and helping their users and businesses by protecting them with some of the security solutions and services that they have implemented. Luckily for us, we've had the opportunity to work with you, and I think with Citranet, we have been able to put in a very good solution that is not only protecting the network, but also your users and businesses.
Yes.
And also as a side effect, it seems like there seems to be a good performance gain from using the security service. So can you tell us a little bit about Citranet?
Yes, Citranet is the internet service provider in Indonesia. We are based in Yogyakarta, and we serve residential, corporate, public area around Yogyakarta and Central Java in Indonesia. We deliver the traffic through our wireless network. Yeah, we still use wireless here, and also, of course, the fiber optic connection. And we also operate a data center in our office in Yogyakarta. And in our data center, we have several CDN, colocation, VPS, and so on. And we have also, of course, multiple backbone. So we have a redundancy for our connection there. And also we have a peering, direct peering to our internet service. We have internet peering with the internet exchange in Indonesia, and several of them connected directly to our network.
Yeah, so I mean, handling and managing those connections, doing the peering, providing the data center services. I mean, that's a lot of work and effort to maintain, to keep safe for your users. And so I think when we first started working together, there were some security, I guess, challenges that you and Citranet were facing. Can you give us a little bit about what that was?
Yes, in current condition, the bandwidth is going bigger, and lots of our residential, even some corporate user is not aware of accessing or downloading a malware. Sometimes they just click and they got malware, or it can be from the browser or from email, of course. Yeah. Some of them then become a botnet and deliver unwanted traffic, such as DNS amplification attack, crypto hijacking, or even email spam, which cause their public IP address is blocked everywhere. Yeah, once they got informed that this IP is sending some spam, and it will be blocked everywhere. So there are also fake or fraudulent sites that accessed by many of our customers and causing personal data leaks. That's our challenge we face when we got our network bigger.
Right. Okay. And yeah, I mean, just today I received a suspicious email that was using the Microsoft branding, telling me that my password was, expired. So
I got that every day, maybe.
Right. Yeah. And so I think those types of security challenges are spreading. They're rising. They're arriving in pretty much every inch of business and into the digital landscape.
Yes.
And so. Can you tell me more about how you were handling some of these securities issues before you started working with us?
Yeah. For this moment, we block any potential malicious traffic from user router because we have access to our user router. We create some filters that detect abnormal traffics, and especially email traffic. Yeah, and that rule automatically create a list of victim source address or the threat source address. Then we block the traffic. For public area, we only allow specific outgoing and incoming traffic only. So it's more that we block everything unless we open some port, so the user can use only that port.
Right, and I think when we first had discussed, I think most of your team within the security area were doing some of this manually. They would do some research, they would find something, and they would change maybe the settings. And so it was actually not as efficient or as streamlined as you would have liked. And so I think when we approached you, I think it was in 2019, we had actually spoken at an event called the SGNOG, which is in Singapore. And I met one of your colleagues, Mr. Raiza.
Yes.
And we had a great discussion. And he had mentioned to me how much Citranet was kind of struggling around the security and wanted some kind of solution. And so I think when we worked together in 2019, we put in what is now called the DNS firewall. I think in 2021, they're calling it protective DNS. And so can you tell us why this kind of solution was useful for you or interesting for you?
Yeah, because most of our customers use a MikroTik device for the router. And with that device, we can also block on the DNS level for the customer. But some residential user don't have a good router because they only have a modem from the fiber optic. So there is a lot of resource needed when we do some blocking, firewalling, and so on. And when we do that blocking on the low-end equipment, the traffic will drop significantly. We also have to set the rule manually for the infected customer. So it's not easy to maintain because we have to delete some rules after that. And detection of the malware are obsolete because it's based on customer report. So it's not a real-time database. And also customer inbound malicious traffic like the DDoS still comes through our network. So this is one also our challenge that we need to get out from this problem.
Right, and so I think after putting in the DNS firewall or the protective DNS, I think we were able to help you by removing a lot of the manual steps. We give you the intelligence as well as the system to kind of put this in to place intelligently, give you the filters to help block some of the malicious content like the malware, the CNC, the ransomware, all the bad stuff that your customers do not want to receive. And again, as you mentioned, because we're blocking, you're protecting the customers. It equals pretty much that you're getting less customer support calls, I guess, because they're not getting infected. Sure. And then because they're not getting infected, it's clearing up your network pipes. So you have more bandwidth, faster internet for people that don't get
easier
infected.
maintenance. That's also important.
Yeah, and that's good. So, Valens, can you tell us why you chose pipeline security? I mean, again, we're happy to have your business, but if you can give us some feedback and context on why you chose us.
Yes. Before pipeline, we have some other company offering DNS filtering, but DNS traffic must go to their server first. That will make our network loss of our control of the client traffic, because the DNS is also determined to which backbone it will go for the content. Yeah. We also implement our DNS filtering because of government regulation. Yeah. Pipeline serve more than one solution, and the service is flexible based on customer needed. Pipeline also have a kind of warm, smart, and fast support for this customer. That's really good. That's our experience. And their service could make our protection to customer more centralized. And then the protection model of the pipeline only requires small amount of resource. That's very good. So we can use a small router, small equipment, and it still work good. Pipeline give us a lot of data divided to many zones. That makes us have more option. Which zone is needed and which zone could be bypassed. So for this moment, pipeline is the best option we have in here.
Wow, that's great. We really appreciate it, and it's been a pleasure to work with you. I hope we can get more of this out to many people out in Indonesia. We primarily focus in Asia, and so again, it's been a pleasure,
Yes.
and we hope to see the future growth for Citranet and continued protection for your users.
Yes.
So, can you tell us a little bit about how you are seeing the service with in your networks? Can you give us some statistics or details about what you're seeing?
Yes. At this moment, we have around 2,000 residential customers and also 500 corporates, including also we have some more public area we serve. If one subscriber consists of 5 users in average, then we probably delivering internet to more than 10,000 people. So it's quite a big number. Yeah. Currently, we have approximately 10 gigabits traffic to the internet with a multiple backbone, and unfortunately, we cannot compare the traffic before and after the implementation. But after we implementing this solution, I think our network is getting more stable. We have less attack of DDoS and some other things, and also what I see is the mail server is also working quite well because we have less spam to the mail.
Yeah, and that's great. I mean, the internet is everything right now, right?
Yes.
I mean, everything digital. My kids go crazy if YouTube, they can't watch YouTube. And so
Yes.
The internet is such a critical piece of within our daily lives.
Yes,
So, yeah, it's good
especially
to
in
hear.
this pandemic area, in this pandemic time, when we have to work from home, when we have to get a school from home, so everything is done by the internet. So the internet is really very important.
Right.
now.
Yeah, and I mean, most of our team is still working remote. We hope to see a vaccine, but yeah, it is what it is, and we'll hope to get through it. So thank you, Valens. It's been wonderful speaking with you. I think again, what Citranet is doing for their customers and their businesses is spot on, and it's great. We understand that the world is all digital.
Yes.
As you mentioned, the COVID and the pandemic have pushed people to work from home. And the internet is just a critical piece of technology that is required. And so giving them the secure access to the internet is great. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and
Yes,
I appreciate
it's
your time.
also my pleasure to talk with you, Alan.
Right. Thank you, Valens.
Okay.
Please have a good day. Stay safe
Yes.
and take care.
You too. Thank you.